Around 1,000 years ago, after the gods descended to the mortal world, they were stripped of their divine powers, known as the Arcanum. In this world, the gods must follow human rules and work like mortals to make a living. However, each god continues to embody the path or domain they presided over in heaven. Despite this, there remains a great deal of love and reverence for the gods across the world. Upon their descent, the gods began forming familias. The power of a god in this world no longer stems directly from themselves, as their divine abilities have been sealed. Instead, their strength comes from their familias. As a result, the first priority for any god after descending is to establish and grow their familia. At the beginning of the story, the Hestia familia was arguably the weakest familia. After Hestia descended to the mortal world, she struggled to form a familia, lacking money and spending much of her time freeloading. Meanwhile, Belcranel left behind the book of heroes he had been reading and traveled to Orario, aspiring to become an adventurer. The story begins when Hestia and Bel meet, forming the Hestia familia. For most new familias, climbing the ranks typically takes years. However, due to Belcranel's unique ability to level up rapidly, the Hestia familia rose to prominence much faster, becoming one of the top-ranking familias. But let's take things step by step. At the start, the Hestia familia's weakness meant that most other familias were stronger by comparison. Even the Miach familia, primarily focused on medicine, surpassed them in strength thanks to their captain, Nyasa. Even a familia like the Soma familia, neglected by their god Soma, was stronger than the Hestia familia. Soma, obsessed with creating the finest wine, paid little attention to his familia. Notable members of the Soma familia include Zanus, Canu, and Liliruca Arde. The strongest among them is a level 2 adventurer. Reaching level 2 typically requires months of rigorous training and hardship, as the gap between a level 1 and level 2 adventurer is significant. In this world, leveling up requires adventurers to reach certain stats within their current level and accomplish a major feat to trigger the next level. Generally, the highest attainable stat at each level is S rank, after which completing a sufficiently challenging quest allows for level advancement. However, Belcranel possesses a unique ability known as excess status, allowing him to surpass the typical S rank and reach double S or even triple S stats within a single level. This makes his growth far faster and more exceptional than ordinary adventurers. When Bel first met Ace Wallenstein, she saved him from a Minotaur attack while he was still a level 1 adventurer. This encounter triggered a unique skill within him known as Liaris Freese, a skill that rapidly increases his growth as long as he remains in love with Ave. Determined to grow stronger, Bel trained under eyes and continued to increase his stats through regular missions. Eventually, he faced the Minotaur again in a rematch and defeated it, an achievement that allowed him to ascend to level 2. Bel's strength continued to grow, and he later defeated the Black Goliath on the 18th floor. By this point, Bel's power was enough to surpass both the Miach and Soma familias, the Apollo familia, led by the god Apollo. Key members include Hyacinthos, Lissos, Daphne, and Cassandra, with Hyacinthos as the captain and a level 3 adventurer. The Takemikazuchi familia, led by the god Takemikazuchi, focuses on martial arts. Oke is the captain, while Chigusa and Yamato Mikoto serve as key executives. The familia's strongest members are level 2 adventurers, and with multiple members at this level, they are considered stronger than the Miach and Soma familias. The Apollo familia waged war against the Hestia familia in a war game. To bolster their chances, wealth from the Hephaestus familia, Liliruca from the Soma familia, and Mikoto from the Takemikazuchi familia temporarily joined the Hestia familia. Following their victory in the war game, the Hestia familia rose in rank, increasing its status as one of the more formidable familias in Orario. After the war game, Bel was appointed as the captain of the Hestia Familia. Despite this growth, many Familias in Orario remain stronger. One such familia is the Hephaestus Familia, whose captain, Tsubaki, is a level 5 adventurer, someone capable of easily overpowering the current Hestia Familia. A stronger familia than the Hestia Familia is the Ishtar Familia, led by the goddess Ishtar. Their captain is Freya, a level 5 adventurer known for having clashed with Ace Wallenstein from the Loki Familia. Key executives include Aisha, Samira, Lena, and Haruhime. One of the Ishtar Familia's greatest assets was Haruhime, who possessed the rare ability to cast a level boost, temporarily increasing someone's level by 1. Ishtar planned to sacrifice Haruhime to permanently apply the level boost to the entire familia, raising each member's level by 1. This was part of Ishtar's ambition to challenge the Freya Familia, which stood above them at the time. To save Haruhime, Bel trained intensively with Eyes and Tiona, boosting his stats to SS rank. This happened just 2 months after activating Liaris Freeze. Bel soon reached level 3, becoming the fastest adventurer in history to do so. For comparison, Eyes, previously the fastest, took over a year to reach the same level. During the battle against the Ishtar Familia, Haruhime defected to the Hestia Familia and used her level boost to strengthen Bel, allowing him to stand against the Ishtar Familia and protect her from Ishtar's scheme. All of Bel's training and expeditions culminated in his battle against Asterius, which led to him reaching level 4. Due to how Bel's status works, a level 4 Bel is capable of matching a level 5 adventurer with minimal experience. At this point, the Hestia Familia is strong enough to surpass the Hephaestus Familia. The Hestia Familia then ventures into the deeper levels of the dungeon, where they face the Moss Hue. Bel's strength grows significantly, especially during his battles on the 37th floor, where he pushes his limits. By this stage, Bel is nearly ready to ascend to level 5. Above the current Hestia Familia stands the Ganisha Familia, which boasts 2 level 5 adventurers, Shakti Varma and Ita Farna, as well as Hash, a level 4 adventurer. Beyond the Ganisha Familia, the Loki Familia and the Freya Familia remain the 2 strongest familias in Orario, standing at the very top of the city's power hierarchy. The Loki Familia is captained by Findian, a master strategist and one of the most respected leaders in Orario. Supporting him are Reveria, the Elven Mage, and Gareth Landrock, the Dwarven Warrior, both of whom form the top brass of the Familia. Beneath them are elite adventurers such as Beat Loga, the twin Amazons Tiona and Tione, and Ace Wallenstein, the Sword Princess. Eyes, if not for Bel Crenel's rapid growth, would hold the record for the fastest level up, having reached level 4 in just 3.5 years. Above the Loki Familia stands the Freya Familia, the most powerful familia in Orario, led by the goddess Freya. This familia boasts Orario's only level 7 adventurer, Ottar, who serves as the familia's captain. Ottar's strength is legendary, and he was trained by adventurers from the now-defunct Zeus and Hera familias, once considered the strongest familias in the city's history. Directly under Ottar are Alan Fromel, Hogni Ragnar, and Hedin Selland. Alan, the vice-captain, is a level 6 adventurer who achieved this level around 7 years ago. Hogni and Hedin, once kings of rival dark and white elven kingdoms, joined the Freya Familia after the fall of their realms. Other key members include the Gulliver Brothers, a group of level 5 adventurers, and Hythe, a level 4 healer regarded as one of the finest in Orario. Before the Great Faction War, Freya made a move to claim Bel Crenel as her own. During his brief time in the Freya Familia, Bel underwent rigorous training, enabling him to reach level 5 unofficially. At this stage, Bel's abilities allowed him to rival level 6 adventurers. During the war, Ryu Lion, a level 5 adventurer, joined forces with Bel. Their partnership was instrumental in defeating the Juggernaut, one of the deadliest monsters in the dungeon. With Bel's rapid growth and the collective strength of its members, the Hestia Familia rises to become one of the top 3 Familias in Orario, alongside the Loki and Freya Familias. Around 15 years ago, the power hierarchy among the gods and their familias in Orario looked vastly different. At the top of the rankings stood the Zeus Familia and the Hera Familia, dominating Orario for nearly 1,000 years since their descent to the mortal realm. The Hera Familia notably held the only level 9 adventurer to ever exist. Together, the Zeus and Hera Familias tackled 2 of the 3 legendary great quests, defeating the Leviathan and the Behemoth. However, their dominance came to an end when they challenged the One-Eyed Black Dragon, the final great quest. Despite their immense power, most of their adventurers were wiped out in the battle. The only known adventurer to ever injure the One-Eyed Black Dragon was Albert Waldstein, who managed to blind the beast by taking one of its eyes in combat.